Tommy.
Dude, what are you doing here? Trying to get the jump start on me, make me look stupid? Why are you like that? Why
You got to be ready at all costs.
you... All right. I'm here.
We're here. Yeah, we did a little.
I'm borderline. Hang on. Do not interrupt. Not today. Do not interrupt me today. I am borderline in a good mood today. Okay? That's all you need to know.
I might be on a delay, so if I interrupt you, it's not my fault. But before I wanted to start this a little early because people, it is Monday, and that means new sketch cards for the Lost Pages campaign and we got 3 minutes until they go up. I think my internet's
that's
trashed
why
today as
well. That's why you're early.
Yeah. So I did a little early. I didn't expect you to jump in. But I did this update today. Look at this, Tommy. Look at this art. Got some new colors in. Look at that. Bam! Bam!
Oh, yeah. I saw that on the internet. Looks good. Looks really good. Like you hiring this fella, smartest decision you've ever made. After working with me, of course.
That's right.
No, this guy's got it. He's got the it factor.
He's got it. Yeah. Kicking ass. So, guys, there's like, what is this? 39 hours left? Probably less than 39 hours left. So I think it's close. It's ending the 60 days tomorrow night. And then we did a little, check this out, a little bit some inks from the People 2 ash can. Dan Dahl, Avery inking them. Boom. Slamming down on the roof. The silhouette. And then the moment, the stuff everybody's been waiting for.
Dude, I feel like all those kids in Chicago are reading your stuff, man, because they're like jumping on cars and shit up there nonstop.
Yeah, they're imitating, I guess, the silhouette. They do a better job.
You're putting it out there, bro. It's your city.
The new sketch card. I know. So 1 minute to go. We're going to put these up. If you guys are in the chat, if you're waiting for the Shelby Robertson cards, they're about to drop. So get your fingers on the refresh buttons, okay? Let me see. I got to go over here and go to the perks. Is there a countdown here? I don't know. What, 60 seconds in a minute. Is that right, Tommy?
I'm sorry. I'm looking at what I'm about to be drawing here.
That's okay. I got my
nice looking book. Reminds me of Randy Green's. Was it Dark Child or whatever? Looks good. But I'm jumping the gun. Your sketch cards. We're all about you right now.
Let me put them up. I'm hitting invisible, and you guys better refresh right now. Let's see how long it takes. It is 2:30 Central Time, so these are now officially up. If we go to back to the campaign page, we should be able to see them unless they already sold out. These are hot items, Tommy. Hot items.
Look, I got a glove too.
Down here. Where are they? There you go. Look at that. So you guys jump on those. We're super close, like $155 away from hitting 30K, which is a big milestone for us. It unlocks an awesome Doug Mankey bookmark for everybody. And if we could get to 31, then this will be our biggest campaign yet. Let's see. Admiral Wackass already says in the chat, he grabbed the card, backer 441. Let me get that Wastoid baby. Doug Bacon says those cards are fire.
Surprise announcement. Yeah. Tomorrow, I'm going to start working on some sketch cards for you, Phil, since you've been so kind to me over the 2 years that I've known you.
For me?
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
I obviously, Wastoid is one that I'll do. Yeah, I would have streamed today, but I knew I was doing this with you, and I only have so much time in the day to spare. That's not for John Malin. That guy's demanding.
Yeah, Yeah. Oh, I know. I appreciate it though. All right, let's refresh here and see if all of them are sold out. Let's see. We got 378 backers. That would make it what, 381? If there's three. I'm glad Sumo got one. Whoa, and a perfect 30. Right, 30 dot. Oh my goodness! I wish I had my soundboard so I could do like a little whistle thing. You got to
Well,
be.
you just went through your soundboard. You were lagging, making all kinds of crazy sounds.
Well, that's what happens when you load shit on my computer, dude. 30,000 on the dot. I must have subconsciously done that math and be like, oh, let's make these cards this much, so it goes. So that, guys, that means we unlocked the bookmark for everybody. Let me scroll down. I put a little glimpse of it. It's a double-sided bookmark with Doug Mankey, the powerhouse Doug Mankey on one side, and the insane Brett Ghost House on the other side. Look at that. That's coming for everybody now. Thank you guys so much for backing this. We got like 37 hours to go, and I hope I'm not lagging too bad. All right, enough about me. Let's bring this guy in, Mr. the Man of the Hour. Let's see if I have a intro for this guy.
Good screaming, everybody.
I get Pee Wee Herman.
World's biggest Pee Wee Herman fan.
That's right.
There you go. I hate Pee Wee Herman. What's up, guys? What's up?
Not much. Looking at this good-looking campaign here.
Yeah, man.
Yes, let me pull it up.
Trying to catch up to Phil, but it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard.
Well, you got to get better at glad.
Dude, you've been. What number is this? Number of campaign?
Fourth campaign technically, but third in the Shadow Sentry series.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, and this one is you've hired Clayton, right?
Yeah, Clayton Barton. He's doing breakdowns and layouts, and then I also got Mark Polton. He's doing the script. So yeah, man, trying to put together a team. So
yeah, the dream team right now. You've already done a few Shadow Sentry campaigns. I backed I jumped in on the previous campaign you did, and I got the first one and the second one, which is awesome. Totally 90s vibe with original characters and a new twist on it. How did you get into comics? And obviously you were a fan of the 90s stuff. I like a lot of people around here are, but how did you like break in and just sit down and be like, hey, I'm going to start doing these comics?
Yeah, man, I started drawing as a kid. Gosh, so I got my vintage 82 shirt on. I was born in 82. I started drawing early in elementary school and just kind of got that bug and kept drawing. But comics is what sparked it. So got into the X books, got into X-Force, loved Cable, loved the X-Men. So yeah, then, started drawing all through high school. But it wasn't until like the 90s until I saw what the heck Image was putting out, and then like Silvestri and Jim Lee and all those guys. That's when it was like, oh my gosh, like just the creative passion was just flowing, and I loved it. So it was at that point that I was like, I want to do this. I want to create. I want to draw. And so I went to art college for 2 years. And then after I got married in 2005, moved to San Diego. I'm from New Jersey originally. And I was like, all right, my wife is from San Diego. I got to go to where the action's happening. This is where, La Jolla is here. This is where Image is headquartered and all that stuff. So I'm like, I got to be in San Diego. So I moved out here. I met Mike Miller. He was starting Alias Comics, and he kind of took me under his wing. I did a few years interning with them. And then I got work on a book. And so that was like my first actual published work. And then just kind of like started doing conventions, got some indie work here and there. And then, and then pretty much brings us up to today. And then Comicsgate launched with everybody. And that was kind of like, that's the people I wanted to reach. Cause I'm like, Marvel and DC are going wacko and they're not even producing anything I like anymore. So it's like, I want to produce something new, something fun. And that was like the time to do it. So here we are. So book number 3, Shadow Sentry Origins. So, yeah,
This is awesome, and I think this is one of your more popular characters, and I think it's a great idea to hone in on Hopscotch. Such a cool, badass babe. And how did you? I mean, obviously, sure, it was the same thing like how I, find artists and people to collaborate with, but landing Clayton, such a great artist, an eye for design, and someone that I've seen for a while building up his channel and coming into this space. How did you kind of grab him and get him on board to do something like this?
Yeah, I fell in love with his work and just seeing it, and I'm like, this is like total, like, has that 90s, that Top Cow vibe, even Mike Turner. And yeah, so I approached him to do a cover for me, which he did, and it came out fantastic. He knocked it out of the park. And then, I knew I wanted to start doing books on more of a, if I could do 2 a year, that'd be my goal, right? So I'm like, all right, I need a team. I need other people to help me further this along. And so after seeing his work on the cover, I was just like, let me just ask him, see if he's available. And so I was like, dude, could you do if you could just do layouts or breakdowns, that'd be awesome. And he actually been doing some sort of work like that. And so he showed me what he did. And I mean, it was tight as heck. So, it doesn't leave a lot to the imagination, which is great as me, because I'm going to come in behind him. I'm going to ink it, and it's going to save me just a ton of time on that end. So he was up for it, and I was like, sweet. So he was my first pick, and I got him. So it worked out great.
Yeah, the microphone stuff here
So
on the
cool.
page.
Have you met Tommy before?
I have not. How's it going, Tommy?
It's going all right.
Cool. What are you working on there?
What are you
It's a little book called Shadow Sentry.
All
I'm
right.
drawing your character.
Sweet. Awesome, man. I dig it already. I could see some hips. I could see some thighs.
TNA.
Tommy's our
Very
house
cool.
artist here,
What's that, Phil?
So Tommy's our house artist. If you haven't seen the show, usually my internet is a little bit better, but Tommy's here. He chats with us, and he also draws a character from the book we're looking at. So we've been doing this for a little bit. And
Very cool.
Yeah, I remember one of my favorite pieces from the first Visions that Malin put out was yours, because it was a double page spread and lots of cool landscape. To get did you have like a tiger in there somewhere, something like that? That was really cool.
Yeah. It's actually on this campaign. If you scroll down, it's kind of small, but I'm selling the original art for it on the campaign.
Oh, is it in the perks here?
Yeah, and then there's a little bit bigger image in the content section. If you scroll down, you'll get to it eventually. But yeah, there was a lot of foliage and lots of leaves, and yeah, I put a lot of time and work into that. So that came out good, man. I haven't seen the colored version of it actually. Oh, yeah. I didn't pick up the book in time, and so I was like, dang it. And I thought Malin might throw me one for free since I did the art, but I wasn't so lucky. So yeah, man.
You thought wrong, Eric.
I did.
Hey, I cannot sit here with you guys taking shots at my boss like that. Both of you hush your mouth.
God, Tom.
I was just saying he's a cheapskate and could give me a free book. I mean, come on, man.
Well, imagine if he gives you a free book and he's got to give the 30 other people a free book, and
exactly.
You stand up, we all stand up. It's anarchy. Cat kissing dog.
I was grateful for the opportunity. It came out great, and yeah, it's a sweet looking pick.
Yeah, kick-ass piece. So if you guys are into original art, you have this up there and a bunch of other, I would imagine, some Shadow Sensory original stuff here too. Oh, and this Rage Tality Jam piece. I remember this. That's pretty badass.
I have not put any original pages up for the book yet. But I could. I'm thinking about doing it. I want my pages to go for more than like a few $100, and so I always feel weird like asking, you know, like $400 for a page, but you know, that's what I feel it's worth. But you know, so I'm just always kind of like, I don't want people to, you know, be like, oh, he wants too much money for those. So I'll hold on to them until I'm famous, and then people are like, oh yeah, I'll pay $500 for that.
Exactly. I mean, like, I feel the same way. It's so hard to discern what to sell this stuff at, because you obviously want fancier stuff to have some original art. I mean, that's I think that's why the way we do like sketch cards do go so well, because it's not crazy over the top, but something personal people could have. You know, I got like Shelby sent me some of the original stuff he did for the campaign. It's like, dude, I don't even want to sell this ever. Like, I just want to hang this on my wall because it's so cool. And I'm sure you guys being artists feel a obvious connection to that as well. You know?
Shelby's work is awesome.
So this is pretty bad. So you did that's on. So if there are any Ash fans, sorry about my internet. But I actually there's a toy store over by me, and they have something like an old Ash action figure from back in the day. I didn't even know they made those.
Like, how far back in the day?
That was
you
like
know,
90s,
when
right?
Ash was relevant. Yeah.
That was 93, 94. Yeah. I think.
Yeah.
I have to go back and look, but in that 90s area,
Also,
for sure.
I was at I went to Michigan this weekend for Grand Rapids Comic Con, and I stopped off at a comic shop on the way back in Michigan. I think it was called Rocket Comics. They had let me see if I could pull it up. They had a toy, an action figure from Matt Martin's Snowman. That book. And it was like that Indian chick, the Native American chick he draws. So that was crazy to see. Some weird stuff I never even knew existed, you know?
Nice.
All right, let's go through.
I think Rocket Comics goes to some of the bigger conventions and stuff. I think I've seen them.
Yeah, their place was pretty big. It's pretty cool. All right, so this is obviously seems like it's focusing just on hopscotch. What's the story here, and how is this? Is this a prequel to the events in Shadow Sentry, or where in the timeline does this land?
Yeah, so it's definitely a prequel. So we're going back to the beginnings of two characters. We got Hopscotch, we got Commander Noble. Hopscotch's story, we get to go to Japan, which is cool because I love the comics that kind of go like other places. Wolverine when he's in Japan, I love those books. So she's from Japan. Her dad is Japanese. Her mom is American, and her dad is a Japanese crime lord. And there's some kind of warring factions there with the Yakuza, and she gets caught in the middle of it. She has her near-death experience, and that's when she gets her teleporting abilities, and then she just gets to go buck wild and kill some ninjas and stuff. So as you could tell by the cover, she gets to kill a lot of dudes.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to give away too much of the story, but just it's a cool revenge story. We're going to see her learn her powers, how she gets her powers, kind of get into the Japanese underworld a little bit. And then I also created a cool badass character. His name is Akira, the Iron Demon. So we get to see him, and so just some fun stuff. And and then Commander Noble, his story goes to Afghanistan. He's in the military, in the Marines, right before 9/11. And after 9/11, he gets sent over to Afghanistan, and that's where he has his NDE, his near-death experience. And so same kind of thing, a little bit of a revenge story, but with his story, I get to start telling a little bit of the story that I get into in the regular series, which is how he meets Vengeant, how he kind of meets Valora, who he falls in love with and has the baby with. And so it will all lead up to, kind of telling that story, and then kind of tie into book 5 in the regular series when we get there. So everybody will be caught up, and it'll tie in nicely.
Is Clayton doing work on the Commander Noble part of the story as well?
No. Okay. He's just doing. So Mark Polton and him, Clayton, are just doing the Hopscotch story for me, and then I'm doing the Commander Noble part. So,
awesome.
So that's my art. I colored that page. I don't have a colorist lined up yet. I have someone in mind, but I just did the whole thing there, And yeah, just kind of like a test, kind of give the next colorist I hand it off to an idea of what I have in my head, the kind of color scheme I want to go with, and all that good stuff. So,
I really dig this first panel and how you could see the man in the reflection of the mirror, or the window, or whatever it is. It's really, really cool. It's an awesome effect. Great job on that.
Thanks, man.
Sick.
Yeah. A lot of times I'll get like an idea in my head, and it's hard to, if I were going to give that to the colorist and be like, here's what I'm thinking, like do that, it might come out a little funky. So it's like, I know what I want, so I'm just going to do it. And kind of saves time, I think. I'm picky sometimes. So
you got to be.
Yeah.
You definitely got to be. So, and people are able to grab the previous stories on this campaign
yes.
as well, if they haven't gotten caught up.
Yep.
Awesome.
Book 1 and 2. Just so people know, I'm going to the second printing on book 1, so I'll have a new cover. And if you guys want first printings, I do have a link on there, which will send you to my website, ericminotowskiart.com, and you get the first printings, which are almost sold out. But you can definitely catch up on this campaign. I even have a new limited edition cover for book 2, which has Bloodbane on the cover there, which is just down below. He's that sweet looking blue dude,
yes,
with the awesome claws. So yeah, and that's a limited edition cover. So there's only 175 that I'm going to print, and you can get your hands on that one. That's my artwork. William Wolford inked it for me. He's an awesome inker. He inks digitally, but I mean his inks are like total 90s. I don't know how he does it, but I love it. So he inked it for me, and then I colored it.
Oh, so cool. So this campaign, Origins, is it just one book that includes both stories, or is it 2 books that with 2 different covers?
Yeah, good question. So this is one book with 2 stories, and it'll take 2 books total to like get the full story of Hopscotch and Commander Noble. So this is one of 2. Cool. But it will continue, and I'll just do everybody's origin story and just kind of keep it running. But Hopscotch and Commander Noble it'll take 2 books to get their story out there. And then there's only 2 covers. I wanted to kind of keep it simple. So I have Hopscotch's cover that Clayton did, and then mine is the Commander Noble cover. So just regular and then the variant.
Very cool. And I love the fact that you're doing kind of like an Origins series, because there are a lot of characters in this world. And I think the best way to, especially if you're going to do stuff with like team books or a universe, you gotta, have those moments where your readers can understand and connect to the characters, because then that really makes things worth more. Big events in their lives and putting them in peril. It works more when your readers connecting to the theme surrounded by the characters. So, really making them fleshed out. So props to you for doing that. Not a lot of people do.
Yeah, man. Yeah, there's not too much time you have in like the regular series where it's like you can really get into a whole lot of it.
Right.
And like I said, I've hinted at a lot between Commander Noble and like Vengeance, because they're like 2 of the big guys of the series. Mm-hmm. But it's like, I'm only alluding to it and kind of like giving you like little snippets. So here I actually get to go back and tell that story and fill everybody in. So yeah.
It's awesome. That's the way to do it. All right, let's go see Tommy. Did you have any questions here?
Yeah. Where is my needed eraser
at? Put your hand up to the right and just fish around. Maybe you'll find it.
Ooh, look at that.
Got too many dang cords.
Nice. It's coming out great, man.
Yeah. Please, is that a number 2 pencil, Tommy?
Yeah.
That is a legit number 2 pencil.
Look at that.
Yeah.
The kid going back to school.
Pen Gear. It's the best brand on the market right now.
Pen Gear.
Never. I just made that up. It's just a cheap old number 2 pencil.
Let's see what people in the chat are doing here.
Tell you what, though, art dorks, dude. You say that it's the best, dude. Art dorks will order the hell out of it.
Yeah. We got Hostman in the chat. Hojo, what's up, everybody? Check out Mythicals, which is a few days left. I think like maybe a week left. everybody check Hojo out. See if we can get him on soon. Eric Huffles, what is up? Eric Huffles saying I'm Robo Phil today. Yeah, it's just one of those days, man. The weather's been crazy. So I was in Michigan and it was like 60. I know it was like 60 over here as well. And then now it's 35, 37. Like, damn. Crazy weather. It's messing with my internet, maybe.
So Brandon's running his OnlyFans at the same time right now. That's what's going on.
That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't be, wouldn't put it past them. All right. Well, I don't know if I'll be able to play this trailer because my internet, but I want to
fire it up. I'll do it.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, that would be good. You can pull it up.
Okay.
I wanted to go through these tiers as well. The featured tier, always want to highlight. Why don't you tell us about the featured tier, Eric? What could people expect with that?
So the Highborn special, you're going to get all the books. So both covers, the regular cover, my cover, and then so I also have the Fan Art Friday book, which is a collection of all my work through a few years of doing Fan Art Friday, which is a weekly draw stream on my YouTube channel. And drawn a bunch of different characters. I got to draw Silhouette for Phil.
Yeah.
Bunch of awesome characters. So some you know, some you might not know. So they're all going to be in there. So it'll be a cool art book. There's the black and white edition. And then I also have a cool Ashcan edition, which is just Clayton's breakdown and layouts for the book. So I get to see his work come to me, and like it's fantastic, just his line work. So I'm like, I want to have something for people to check this out. I want to check it out myself. So just a little Ashcan, but I'll have all 24 pages that he did. Actually 25 because we added another one. You'll get all that. So all those books and a little bit of a discount.
That's really great. For the Fan Art Friday book, is that solely in this tier, or could you add it on as well to other tiers?
It should be an add-on, yeah. There
awesome,
are, there's a lot of add-ons on this campaign because it's a third one, so you kind of have other stuff you can add on. So you can definitely add on that. The Ashcan is an add-on. Oh, sweet.
That. Yeah. Still have that. This Eric did this for a Fan Art Friday. I want to say last year, maybe beginning of the year last year. So if you guys dig this, and a bunch of, I'm pretty sure you did a kick-ass Gambit that I remember is one of the first ones I saw you doing, and definitely grab that Fan Art book because I'm gonna get that. That's sold me on it. So check that out. That's gonna be sick.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Let's see this. This is the trailer, Tommy. Fire that bad boy up.
Unhappy, uneasy, dissatisfied, there is a great disturbance, causing affliction, to this frail and broken mind.
Badass.
Sweet.
There it is. Awesome.
Yeah.
Shattered Sentry. Kicking it. Really good job on that close up. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. We got like 21 people in the chat. The link to this, I know people have been dropping it. I pinned it to the top of the chat. It's in the description. And spread the word too, guys. If you guys are planning on backing this in the future and you can't right now, hit that follow button right here with the heart. That means you'll get all the updates that Eric puts out on the book. And not only are you have this on Indiegogo, you also have it on Fund My Comic. Is that right?
Yeah, I put a second chance campaign for book 1 and 2 on Fund My Comic. And yeah, man. So you can get, I did some black and white art books. It's like an oversized hardcover. So you can get those on there as well as book 1 and 2. And yeah, so, you know, I think right when I launched this campaign, Fund My Comic was not ready yet. So, but I wanted to get something on there and support what he's doing for sure. Cause screw Indiegogo, man. They shadow banned me and, you know, it's been hard going. So we get something else on.
This campaign shadow banned right now.
Yeah, even the sign up, like the pre-campaign sign up page was shadow banned. Like you couldn't find it just by searching on Indiegogo. So
that's annoying. I'm working on something small that I might throw up on Fund My Comic maybe later this year or on my own website for a crowdfunding thing. And I think, you know, Luke is doing a great job doing updates for it all the time and keeping everybody updated on what's going on and really gearing it towards benefiting the creators, you know, which is awesome. So if you guys have an account over there, definitely go check out what Eric has on Fund My Comic as well. Let's see. And let me scroll down because you have a lot of stuff on here on the campaign that we might have scrolled past. Got the 2 books. This, you're doing a little limited edition holographic cover. That's crazy. Who's printing your stuff for you? This is really cool.
So for the holographic cover, I'm going to get that through Comics Wellspring. They do the holographic covers. I backed another campaign that had one, and I think it looks fantastic. And I was like, I could picture that cover in a holographic, like holofoil look. So I was like, I got to try it at least once and see what happens. But yeah, so I'm going to do that on this one. If it goes well, I'll do it on future campaigns. But yeah, and then book 2 I had printed with Mix'em, and that went pretty well. A few hiccups, but overall, I mean, they get your books quick, which is nice. My first campaign, I had to wait. You know, I got him from a guy that I know. He has a printing partner in South Korea, but it was stuck on the boat for a few months. That's when that whole traffic jam was over in LA near the dock, and so I had to wait, I think 2 extra months just to get my books, which was not cool. So yeah,
that stinks. You got the black and white, which everybody's asking for nowadays. You know, especially, you know, this is if you're an old school comic fan. I feel like they're always asking for these black and white editions.
People that make comics tend to want the black and white ones too.
Yeah.
They want to see how you're doing it.
Yeah, artists love that stuff. They want all the secrets. Back on. Let's see here. And what is this? This is isn't that Morgan?
Yeah, that's Morgan.
You can fan art thing.
Yeah, that's it. So that's the little logo I created for Fan Art Friday, and slap that on there. So Silhouette is actually down the bottom left. You can kind of see him, but it's like inverted, so the lines are white. So I had a lot of fun making that cover.
Oh yeah,
but do you see it?
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, so it's like a mash
I'm definitely gonna
of a bunch of images that I did for Fan Art Friday. But over on the left is U.S. Assassin. Got the Scorpion in there, Spartan, Ballistic, and then in the middle you can barely see her, but Red Sonja's in there.
Up here.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So that is the Fan Art Friday book, Volume 1. So hopefully many more to come. And then what I'll do, so all the different CG books I've done.
So is this going to be?
Go ahead.
My bad. Go on.
That's all right.
I was going to ask what size this was going to be.
It's going to be 7.5 by 9.5.
Right.
So a little bit bigger than a comic. In the past, I've done 8.5 by 11 art books, but the only thing is when shipping them, it's like the Gemini mailer like barely fits it, and it's just for like keep everything secure. I'm just going a little smaller and make sure nothing gets damaged.
Cool.
So
That's
yeah.
great.
But I was gonna say like different characters from like the CG universe. I'll have links and stuff where people would find them in case it's new to them, and things like that. So
badass. Yeah, that's what we did with that. With CG Vacation, we had that like a glossary in the back as well.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's a really good way for people to learn about new characters and such. Really cool. Yeah, you have a ton of great stuff on this campaign. This is, let me keep scrolling here. God, and these are some of the fan art pieces that we'll see in the book.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. ARO.
Who's this monkey guy?
It's the AR orangutan, man.
Yeah, ARO orangutan. Oh, kick ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Mo hates me because I did I think I did 2 of them, but he never got one. It was always other people dropping it in the chat. And then I'd see his name and I'm like, oh, I'm drawing ARO and get all excited. I'm like, yeah, I'm sending this to you. And I'm like, oh crap, no, I'm not. So I got to draw one for him just to say sorry. So yeah, there's some original art. And then I think that's it. Got metal prints on the campaign. I like to do the small comic size metals, so those you can add those on. And then I got the 6 a.m. comics stickers. So we're closing in on the 15K, which will unlock the hopscotch sticker, which would be sweet.
Badass. Yeah, everybody needs one of those. And then a little mini print, little sexy hopscotch. Oh, and this is the bad guy, huh? The Iron Demon. That's cool.
Yeah. Tatsuo Kuma. So, yeah, man.
Badass. Yeah, a lot planned for this campaign. So share it out as much as you can, guys. And check out that Fun My comic as well. Let's see how Tommy's
so how much
doing,
time
Tom?
are you having to put on a page after you get the breakdowns?
Depending on the detail, could be a day, could be day and a half. The one I just completed was like pretty detailed. It's got a lot of stuff going on. I'll show you that. But this one took probably a good day and a half, maybe 2 days, just because it's like cityscapes, just
right.
lots of stuff going on. So lots of background.
What are you inking with?
I do brushwork for like the holding lines, and then I'll go in with microns. So,
gotcha.
Yeah,
really good, man.
I would love to do crow quill, but I'm not that great with it yet. So, but that's kind of like what I'm going for,
Right on.
So
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Awesome sauce.
I love
it. Great.
And this is looking great too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
do I give first dibs if I want to buy it?
Oh, I'll give it to you. I tell it to everybody, and I got a pile of mine. I need to mail out. I'm slow at mailing shit out.
Yeah, he'll
but
give it to you for
I can
free,
send you. I can send you a high res.
All right. If you send it to me, I'll give you some books. I'll send you some books for that.
There you go.
Right on.
Good trade. Yeah, there you go. All right, let's see what people say in the chat. Jay Ryan's in the chat. What's up, Jay Ryan? Mighty Magic also here. People dropping links saying I'm going robo still, which it happens. I apologize. Let's see. We got 17 people in the chat. Hopefully you guys are hitting the like button. We do have another stream tonight with all the guys as always. But go on out there, back Shadow Sentry Origins. This is Eric's, would you say 4th campaign? Is that right?
4th campaign, yeah. Third in the Shadow Sentry series. Yep.
And if you
guys
did
a small little
Inktober
book.
Check out.
Sorry.
Oh, really? Oh, my bad. Let me see. Didn't we have you in? Oh yeah, here he is, page 22. You did a piece for us in CG Vacation, didn't you?
Yeah, hopscotch.
That's right. Oh yeah. It was such a badass backdrop too. Let's see, where is it? Page 22. Show that off.
Yeah, I found a cool Japanese backdrop, and I was like, all right, that'll work.
Man, Eugene killed it on these colors too.
That boy good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Look at that.
Very
Freaking
nice.
So cool.
Oh, she kills some dudes, and then
Oh,
she
and
just
look
goes, cool.
You're right next to ARO.
Oh, sick. Man.
Larry, what? Mo's probably
Wallace is
cursing you.
awesome.
Yeah, Dan's so good. Dan's kick-ass. What a great 2 pages. We got Genuine Comics, Mr. Brink in the chat. Good to see you. Phil's lag is the hidden enemy. You can't get past it, guys. No matter what you can do.
Yeah, we're gonna start a GoFundMe for that shit.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, if I move out, it'll be better. I move, but yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. Apologize.
We're just glad you're here, Phil.
Last night it was fine. I was on. It was fine. Oh look, and I got these for Tommy. I'm gonna be sending these out this week. Look at this.
Oh wait, no,
Oh,
you gotta
the
wait. There's
comic.
one more. There's one more to go.
But what do you mean? I thought it was just 6.
That's what I thought too. And then he added another one, so there's 7.
A 7th one?
Yeah. What do you think I sent you all that money for?
I didn't even know I got money. Look at
It's
that.
in your PayPal. Your brother probably took it. He's on a cross-country trip.
Probably this was the Tommy makes me do. It makes me buy him comics.
Yeah, it beats
Nice.
I
I have that
just-
covered.
spending $10 on shipping every time I order a single issue.
Where are you at,
Like,
Tommy?
you get the David Mack.
Uh,
Are you in the U.S. or?
yeah, it's a little place called Kentucky.
Oh. Yeah, I've been reading that Deadly Duo book, man. It's good stuff.
I haven't read it.
Yeah, his art's crazy good in that.
Mm-hmm.
If John wouldn't have a hernia, I would start drawing like that. But he probably wouldn't like it.
Exiled.
Dude,
Noise.
Exile, old Adam Lawson, and then I got this Steranko print, and I framed it. Look at
Tell him about how you snatched his wig off his head.
that. He doesn't. No, Tommy. No.
Phil took it and ran. Oh my gosh. There's video of it out there.
He's a good man, Tommy.
Yeah, he's a cool mofo. I'm
Yes,
just
he's a
joking
boss.
about him wearing a wig. That's legit hair.
Angela Curry's in the chat. Talking about Shadow Sentry. You're gonna wrap up the stream in a second. If Tommy ever finishes this drawing, God.
Hey guys, I'm
God.
disabled a little
Thank you
bit
so
here.
much.
Okay, I installed a fence last week. Got my hands all beat up.
Oh,
Manual labor crap.
dude,
Yeah,
is that what's on your thumb?
yeah. I even got a little scrape here from the hammer I was using to hammer the fence post in. Just yeah. Anyway,
So, Tommy, how long does it take you to finish a page normally?
all right. Well, here's the deal. I'm pretty fast, except for when there's other shit going on. Right.
Which is never.
Yeah, it's almost never, but we're moving into a new era, and I should be able to do roughly, I don't know, these graveyard shift books that I'm going to be doing. There's a high character count on the page. But
Yeah.
if it was something like the Bram book that Phil and I did, I could do 4 or 5 of those pages a week. Now,
Nice. Yeah, that's not bad.
and I just got a brand new tablet, and I'm going to be probably converting over to digital. We'll see. I did spend $700 on it.
Well, you
I
gotta
was
do something with it
inspired
now.
I was inspired by Phil's use of Midjourney. And I said, hey, let me break me off a little piece of that.
Go on the digital route. Yo, do you think your style is going to change once you go digital?
No. Well, maybe. Right? Because I'm looking at what everybody makes fun of the way I say it, but Pepe Larraz, that guy, the X-Men dude, the Marvel guy, I like the shit he's doing. He makes it look good. You know, his isn't all gimmicky looking. A lot of people when they're doing the digital thing, especially when they use those dorky ass cross-hatching brushes
in the backgrounds and stuff.
Yeah, dude, I fucking hate that stuff. It looks like old school Xerox. Like if you go to a high-end print shop and get black and white prints done circa 10 years ago on a nice Xerox, the halftone patterns that thing created, it looked just like that. And it was so fucking annoying. So I'm not a fan of that look. But Pepe, he's got that shit figured out. It's because he can do it in real life, so he knows he's trying to recreate that.
Yeah, I like the stuff that you can't tell it's digital, personally. So.
Yeah, me too.
But some guys do it well.
Yeah, some of the backgrounds are a little too tight for my liking on the digital stuff. There's a bit of a disconnect between, the models and all that shit that they're using. So. I can use it like when I look at reference. I mean, you would never know that I looked at the reference, but I pull enough from it to get what I need,
Yeah.
So it's all about figuring that part out digitally. I'm not going to use it as a cheat. I still want it to be mostly me, because I unlike a lot of people, I enjoy drawing. Yeah. I like coming up with it. I like creating it. I like problem solving. I like hard pages that, 3 or 4 perspective points with 1 million people on it. Give me that challenge. That's what I want, because, those are the pages you feel good after you do.
Yeah. And look great.
We'll see how you feel about it next year. Give it a year, Tommy.
Yeah, we'll see.
Phil's going to give you some pages with 1 million people in them now.
Yeah, I was pushing on the Omega Storm Graveyard Shift crossover. I was pushing 30 characters on a few pages or more. Like there are a few that are just like, obviously when you have like swarms of people, you can have like 100 characters on a page.
Yeah. The fun part is trying to figure out how do I shorthand that many characters and which ones can I just kind of do quick in the background. And
yeah, that's where I'm a dumbass. I don't shorthand it.
Yeah.
That is dumb.
Yeah, it is really dumb. And I'm worried that I'll be doing that same thing when I'm doing digital because, you can zoom in.
Oof, yeah. Don't get caught in that trap.
So I got to be careful there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I might hate it.
My trick is I do all my roughs on 8.5 by 11, so almost at the size of a comic book page. So I'm roughing it out, and then when I blow it up, it's kind of like, okay, I got to remind myself like this is how it's going to look on the page. So like, don't get too crazy on it. Just kind of, keep it loose,
That's actually what I'm going to be doing. I'll definitely keep my layouts on I do like 2 up on 8.5 by 11.
Yeah.
And I do those pretty tight.
Yeah, do those tight, and then when you blow it up, don't go crazy. Yeah.
All right. Well, guess what? Hang in there, guys. I'm trying. I'm about to lick this thing. Okay.
All right. Let's see. Angela Curry says so. It's Phil's fault. That's what people say. And Jay Ryan, the Canadian, says good artists use references for weight distribution and lighting. Bad ones,
lighting. Because if you don't, then you end up like real formulaic. and you tend to draw everything the same way. That's why it's good to pull up reference every now and again.
Mhm.
So, I use reference maybe, I don't know, I've mentioned it before, like 1 out of every 4 pages will have something referenced. And it's usually something like that, like a shadow on a face or something.
Yeah.
Something to take it out of the formula.
Yep. I use a lot for background reference, just so it looks realistic and,
I think it's the cartoon kayfabe guys were talking about that. They were talking about Neil Adams says, you think you can draw a window, but you don't know how to draw a window. Get reference.
Right. Yeah. Yep. It helps a lot.
All right.
So
well, hang in there. I'm going to scan this in.
All right, scan it in, Tommy. Does Hopscotch have any supernatural abilities?
Yeah, just mainly her teleportation. So her fighting is something. So her, she has 3 older brothers, and they're all like trained in the, ninjutsu. So that comes from just training. That's not necessarily, supernatural power. And that's something I bring out in the book too. Like she's already a badass fighter. So then when she gets her powers, it kind of just like makes her that much more cooler.
Cool. Yeah, that's when that teleportation is like that green stuff, right?
Yes. Yep. So the idea that I first came up with was like, like you're drawing like the hopscotch stuff on the ground, and so like she almost like draws it with her hand and then she just jumps through it. But haven't really got to show that in the book. But
that's cool.
Yeah.
You said you colored these?
No, the Commander Noble piece I did color. These are Kevin Anthony DeCastro is doing colors on these.
Where have I heard that name? What else has he colored?
He has done work on, I think he does Zenescope covers, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I could think of. He's working on other books, but he hasn't told me what he's working on, so it's hush hush. But yeah, he's fantastic. He's captured that. I like the vibrant colors, and then Shadow Sentry book 1 and 2. He did book 2 colors actually, and he just picked right up where the other guy left off, and it looks seamless. So it's really nice. So
yeah, that's really good.
Yeah,
some good stuff.
Did you hear that beep? It means it's about to pop out the oven.
I did. Is the chicken wings are done?
Dude, chicken wings sound good.
Nice. Yeah, so it's her in the dojo about to kick some butt on her brothers.
All right, Phil, there it is.
Let's see it.
Thanks, Angela.
Look at that.
Nice. Really nice.
Yeah. Good
Had her jaw a little too big. She was hitting China territory, so I had to chisel it down a little bit.
Nice. Great work, man.
China
that's
the wrestler?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's badass. Awesome.
I mean, I ain't hating on big old chins on them women down there in San Antonio.
She's looking good.
Joke, guys.
All right, guys. Guys, go out and back Shadow Sentry Origins. Learn all about this babe who could teleport. All about Commander Noble, and there's gonna be more. Like it seems like you have a lot more stories to tell with these characters, and a lot more characters too. If you guys haven't read the previous books, definitely grab those.
Yeah. Yep, lots to tell. So if you guys back it, I'll keep it going. And yep, the first 2 books, everybody had great reviews. So pick it up, check it out. I appreciate it.
I'm streaming tomorrow morning, everyone. Be on the lookout.
All right.
On Tommy the Comic Guy.
Yeah.
Go sub to the channel right there. Tommy the Comic Guy.
On YouTube.
Where could people find you, Eric? Are you have any upcoming streams?
Let's see. The ones during the week I do are just kind of like impromptu if I'm working on a page or inking something. But definitely Fridays, check me out, 11 a.m. Pacific time. I do Fan Art Friday. First person in the chat to drop a name, I will draw it. And then you can actually get the original artwork. You just pay shipping, $7, and it's yours. So.
Yeah. The best deal in CG right there. Original art. So go over there, sub to Eric's channel. Tonight I'll be on 9 Central Time on my channel with my brother and my buddies for the Hardline show. We'll be hanging out.
Wait, what's his channel again? I'm gonna go subscribe.
Oh, Eric Nineltowski.
Yeah. There's how you spell it right there. Sound it out.
Yeah. Nineltowski.
Yeah, just sound it out, everybody. And thank you guys for getting us to 30K. We're going to be putting up, I guess, the next stretch goal for the Lost Pages 3. We have 1 day with 36 hours to go. Let me see. I had it up in the updates. Now it's loading. Oh my God, so much loading.
Phil, I think your internet took a little bit of your energy today. It's okay though.
Yeah, I had a long weekend. Long weekend.
Yeah.
Here you go. This is going to be the next stretch goal. I think we're going to make it for 35. Kenneth Rocafort playing card, everybody. King Crim. So get out there, spread the word. We got 36 hours left. Tell your buddies that we're doing this. Does Sean now? The kick-ass art is in the updates. So shout it from the rooftops and go back. Shadow Sentry Origins.
I backed Lost Pages this morning. I was kind of late, but I got on it.
Hey, thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
awesome. What do you think about my internet, Tommy?
Was it Eric Hutful's here? He said that you got seed oils on your internet.
It's not that bad.
Angela said it's extra thick.
Extra thick!
I like them big old women down there in San Antonio.
All right, everybody. We'll catch you later.
I ate them churros.
Go find another stream, and we'll see you tonight. Hopefully, my internet's not as bad tonight. Bye, everybody.
CG.
Because she got a great ass. And you got your head all the way up it.